I was doing a barn conversion in November 2013, which was particularly cold, and I'd got the heating system out because I was putting a new one in, and it was sort of towards the latter part of the afternoon. I started to feel sort of cramping in my forearms, and I just put it down to the cold. But then when I came to lock up, I struggled to turn the key, and then start the car, tie my laces up, which I still put down to the cold. But when I got home, which was probably about half an hour's drive away, I was still pretty much the same. But it then would wear off, and then I wasn't really aware of it again until the next day. But after a while, a few weeks of that happening, I realised that there was something wrong. So I went to see my doctor, and it all started from that point on, really. Then I was called in for my diagnosis, and he was very serious, and he said, listen, I don't have any good news. You've got motor neurone disease. We're fairly certain. It's not treatable, it's not curable, and it will shorten your life. Eventually, well, later on in the conversation with the doctor, I found out that my average lifespan was 3 years from symptoms. And bearing in mind it had taken a year already to be diagnosed, I was a third down. However, I'm still here, and that's 5 years later. So, you know, you can beat it to some degree. But Sarah was with me, and she came into the surgery, and we sat down and talked about stuff and how you kind of move from there, really. It's just a bizarre scenario to know that you can't be mended. Everything can be mended, surely, but, or at least there's hope. There's no hope. That's the problem with this disease. It's just a hopeless scenario. So you just have to take that on board and crack on. Thank you, Lighthouse. Bailed us big time. Back on track. The Lighthouse Company are worth their weight in gold. To not know anything about them and then discover them, and for them to be as amazing as they have been, well, you know, you can't buy that.
Thank you from the bottom of our hearts. Had never even heard of Lighthouse before. The hospice put us in touch with them. But my goodness, I think we'll both be singing their praises from now on. If anyone can donate anything towards them, they're really putting their money in the right place, because it's made such a difference to our family, so it could impact hugely on other people as well. So a huge thank you, and we'll be grateful for many, many years.